Too many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that can always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Oh, welcome. Great day, everyone. I am your host and CEO of Divine Connections. We are grateful that you are here. Make sure you like and share this broadcast. We have a lot of great information to share with you. Well, Divine Connection Magazine is a magazine that is faith-based and inspirational. We are published in hard copy as well as digital copy. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, mimes, vendors, pastors, authors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And then twice a year, we have an event, one in March and one in October. March is my anniversary, and this coming up March 25th, Saturday at 11 a.m., in Hall River, North Carolina, we will be celebrating our 13th magazine anniversary. We're going to have quartet groups. We're going to have mimes. We're going to have vendors, sponsors, and we also going to have a panel of men and talking about mental health, life, and challenges. And we're going to network and worship together. So I would love for you to be there. Tickets are only $10. You can go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. And we are also looking just for a couple of more sponsors. So if you want to support the event, we will love for you to connect with us. And then in October, we have another event, what's called Bring It. And we bring in the community, the praise dance groups, the mimes, the vendors, the youth vendors, and we come together and we make it happen. So on Wednesdays, between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., we have our podcast, which we share with you people in the community who are making it happen. And they get to share their stories, their testimonies, their services, their resources, leave you with contact information so you can follow up and contact them if you need that resource. And then we have our app now. It's now out, so go check it out. You can now shop online with us and get you some Divine Connections apparel, jackets, pillows, socks, hoodies. We have a lot of variety. I'll share a little bit more later on with that. So go to your Play Store and type in Divine Connections Magazine. All right. We're grateful for that opportunity as well. All right. And so now we're going to get a little bit into it. I'm going to show you just a little clip of our last October event and how that happened and how we were able to connect and make some things happen. So stay tuned. Awesome, awesome. So definitely stay tuned to our October event as well. So listen, Saturday, March 25th event is coming. So I want you to see just a little clip of what is getting ready to happen Saturday, March 25th. Wonderful. Awesome. So make sure you stay tuned and get your tickets. All right. Contact me. Go to our website, divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. And if you want to be a sponsor, definitely connect with me as well. So how do you stay connected with Divine Connection? Go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com and join our email list. We also have our Facebook page at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. And make sure you click the notification button there as well. If you would like to advertise in our next magazine, make sure to contact me. Submission is now open for our next quarter magazine. So if you have a business, if you have a book, if you have an event that's going on, we would love to advertise your information in our magazine. So text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. We do half page and full page options, and your ad will run for 3 months. So definitely get in and get connected. Next, we have our magazine is out. If you have not gotten your copy yet, go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions and order your copy now. You can do digital or you can do hard copy. And with hard copy, you can also choose the quantity of magazines you would like to share with your community. All right. So make it happen there. We're also looking for sponsors on this show. From 3 to 6, we're here on the Wednesdays. So if you have a 30-second commercial, we would love to help. We would love for you to be on our broadcast so we can help spread your good news. So with your 30-second commercial, it will be played before or after our interviews. We'll do a 3-month agreement so we can continue to put you in front of the audience, and that's for only $150. So if you are interested in being a sponsor, please let us know. We also create 30-second and 60-second commercials for businesses, ministries, books, gospel group, and events. So if you need a custom 30-second or 60-second video, please let us know. We would love to serve you. I have been graced to also write my second book, which is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. So I talk about the accomplishments I have done with the help of the Lord in my individual life as well as my business. So if you want to know how I do what I do, make sure you get my book. It's on Amazon. You can go to the link or you can contact me and I can send you a signed copy as well. We also have our journal is available, Making It Happen. You are a divine connection. We write the vision, make it plain, execute, and we celebrate. So journal with us, and then we'll look back and see how good our God has been to us. All right. So definitely get a copy of that as well. And let me share just a little bit of this with the store. It's now open. You go to bit.ly/divine connection store. Once you go to that link, let me share with you what you will see. You'll see our products and you're able to shop and see what we have available. All right, now let me make it big screen so you can see the products that you can order on our store. All right, so you can click on shop now or you can just scroll down. Our most popular items are jackets, our vests, we have hats, blankets, we have hoodies, hats, shirts. And then once you click on shop all, so you can see all of our products, you can click on that and it will come up the most popular items as well. And you just scroll down with the hoodies and the shirts. Of course, you can click on your size. All right. And there are various colors as well. So we will love for you to go shopping at Divine Connections store. All right. We have a lot of great things in our store. So we will love your support and go shopping. And then you wear the apparel, and then people ask you who is Divine Connections or what is Divine Connections, and you can share that information as well. All right. And then last but not least, I'm going to share just one more time. You can download our app. At this time, go to your Play Store and type in Divine Connections Magazine. Download the app, and we have winners every month. The people that download the app and create a profile, your name goes into a raffle. And at the end of the month, we will have a winner. So in January, we just had two winners to win a 3 day, 2 night vacation. So you might want to go ahead and get your name in for February. So type in Divine Connections Magazine. All right. And we look forward to connecting with you there. Now, for the good part, we have Miss Alexander in the house, right? She's going to share with us what she is doing in the community. So hold tight and let me bring her in. Great day. Great day. How are you?
I am well. I hope you are.
I am glad to have you on today. I know a lot of things are going on in the world and in life, so I appreciate your time. So, share with us a little bit about who you are and where you're from.
Okay. I am Mick Alexander. I was born in Buffalo, New York. Yes, I'm a Yankee, as they say, but I've been in the South well over 30. I've been in Charlotte, North Carolina now for 33 years. And in Charlotte, I have been a business owner. I started out in our family owned commercial printing business and had that business for 17 years as the CEO, and then took a slight sabbatical
Mm-hmm.
and opened up what is now Image Wealth Management LLC, which is not a financial management company. It is an image wealth
Mm,
management company. So using our image to create wealth, which can be more than money, it can be quality time or quality health, and using that image to manage our goals and dreams to be able to create wealth.
awesome, awesome. So, how did you get into that? What initiated that drive?
Well, first, I did not understand what I am is an emotional intelligence coach, trainer, and author. I
Mm-hmm.
am certified by the International Society for Emotional Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
But before I got certified in 2014, I was already on this journey and calling it mood management. So,
Hmm.
what I came to realize is being an entrepreneur, I've been an entrepreneur now for over 32 years. And
Mm-hmm.
what I realized, especially as an African American entrepreneur, was that the way that I managed my mood about having a business and growing a business, about the sacrifices it took to be successful in business, meant more than how well I actually did the thing I was doing, which
Mm.
at that time was printing. So as
Okay.
long as I had a printing press and I did a decent job at printing, I was able to sell a product and have transactions. But
Mm-hmm.
what really mattered was the relationships that I
Mm-hmm.
was building with my clients because they
Yes.
had a lot of choices on printers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what
Mm-hmm.
I came to understand was they were doing business with my image, not necessarily with the product that I was selling them.
Mm-hmm.
So they did business with me because we were a family owned business, because I was a Black female in a white dominated male industry,
Mm-hmm.
because I had a motorcycle and some people were attracted to that.
Yeah.
Um, because I was from the North and starting a business in the South. So there were many reasons people were connecting with our business and transacting and supporting us. And only a few of those were because we were good at printing.
Mm.
So I came to understand that your image and how you manage your behavior under pressure
Mm-hmm.
was the key to succeeding and sustaining success.
Wow, that is awesome. That's a handful right there. Your image. That, I mean, when you think about it, I don't know if I thought about the image, but just the things you do, the things you say, the smiles on your face, the attitude, the connections, the communication, the follow through, the follow up, the customer service, all of that. Yes, yes.
Yes, you know that. Celebrating 13 years. Congratulations, by the way. And
Thank you.
thank you, Dolores, for having me on your program. I forgot to say that. That's very important to
My
me.
pleasure.
But in accomplishing something that big, 13 years of the
Mhm.
grind. I'm
Yes.
talking about the not so pretty stuff. I'm
Mhm.
talking about the times when you were in tears and you thought, why am I doing this? It's not working the way I envisioned it. All of that time, what really counts is
Mhm.
how you get up that day. So
That's
I
right.
know you use the Lord and your faith to
That's right.
drive you.
That's right.
And if you have something you believe in that's greater than you, it's a
Mhm.
little bit easier. But I
Mhm.
have clients who really believe that they are driving it, right? And they're not necessarily tuned into a higher power. And that's okay. I don't have any judgment. Everybody's on their own journey.
Mhm.
But regardless of whether you are tapping into something greater than yourselves or you think that you're doing it on your own, there's still a human element in
Mhm.
which you are deciding
That's right.
whether to keep going or to give up,
That's right.
right?
That's right. Mhm.
And so that's what I mean when I'm talking about emotional intelligence. I am
Mhm.
talking about how we regulate our emotions, how we express our emotions under pressure,
Mhm.
because you and I know that it only takes one time for a potential client to catch you in the bad mood
That's
and
right.
then
That's
say, I'm
right.
not going to do business with you. I don't like you or whatever. And people do business
Mhm.
with people they like and
That's
trust.
right. That's right.
So, emotional intelligence training, whether it's business or parenting,
Mhm.
whether it's going on vacation and being disciplined enough to save the money, it
Mhm.
doesn't matter. Is at some point your
That's right.
emotions is driving it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
There was a saying that began with the end in mind. So it's kind of like meditate in the morning, get your day started right, and then everything else will fall in place. But you do have to get yourself together because if you get up, start running, and you hadn't prayed or meditated and got yourself together, stuff hits you.
Yes.
And you might just go off, you know. Yeah.
You
Hmm.
find yourself unprepared, right? Unprepared. So we are very much about having tools to
Hmm.
practice.
Hmm.
There are a number of tools in our program that we teach and share with our students. All my clients are called students. So if you hear me saying that, I don't necessarily mean grade school students. Um, my clients are business owners, small
Hmm.
business owners, leaders in big business, and leaders in communities. So,
Hmm.
but we like to arm our people with some tools that they can practice before the crisis. Because
Hmm.
what typically happens is people will see me speaking, or they'll see me in a training class because a corporation or a client brought me in, and they'll
Hmm.
say, yeah, that's good stuff, but I'm good. I got my emotions under control. I have my faith, I have whatever. And then a crisis hits, right?
Hmm.
And they find themselves a little unprepared to deal with that. And then they come to me and they
Hmm.
need support, and I'll try to help them. But it's very difficult to learn to get through a crisis and learn emotional intelligence at the same time,
Hmm.
right? So our motto is practice before the crisis.
I love it. I love it. And that's all about preparation. You know, like if we prepare, and that's like in so many areas, that's like I've talked to a lot of people the last couple of weeks dealing with diabetes and kidneys, just in the family. So I know I'm going to be working, with women and men of how to prepare in advance before all of that happens. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And
Yes.
so, yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. So I definitely will keep connected with you, just because life happens, things happen, and like you said, if you're caught off guard, then it might mess up your character if the wrong people are seeing you at that time, and it might not be the way that you act, but you're reacting instead of what's the other word?
Responding.
Responding. There you go.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Have you been in my class?
I'm not. Look, I had that life class, honey. That life of
That's a
yeah,
good one.
yes,
And
yes.
I like to say life gives us plenty of opportunities to practice. So
Mhm,
people are like, oh, it requires a commitment. Yes, it does. Anything you want to excel in
mhm.
requires some form of discipline or a commitment. But you won't be short on opportunities to practice, because
Uh-huh.
God and life is going to give you plenty of that. So it's just, will you accept the challenge? Will
Mhm.
you try the new techniques you've learned? Or will you just resort to that old habit of whatever that is that's not working for you? Um,
I want to hear like a tool or a technique,
a what?
a tool or a technique that you have. Give
Oh,
me an
a tool or
example.
technique.
Mhm.
Okay. So one of the first techniques we teach is breathing technique. And
Mhm.
as a matter of fact, one of my students has had a tragedy in her life, and she has joined our Green Zone community. We could talk about that later. But she
Okay.
posted in the Green Zone community that during this tragedy, she had to step up and do something that was way outside her comfort zone. And she
Mm.
had a panic attack.
Mm.
And all she could think of, because she had just had class with me a couple of days before, was to do the breathing technique. So she
Mhm.
got on the floor, because I teach them to do this on your back. It's just easier.
Mhm.
And she breathed in. When you breathe in, your belly goes out. And when
Mhm.
you exhale, your belly goes in, right? Which is kind of the opposite of what we do. We kind of go,
Mhm.
right? But when you're doing this breathing technique, it's, you see
Mhm.
how it sinks?
Mhm.
So she did that, and you do it to the count of four. We call it the 4x4. Breathing in 4, holding for 4,
Mhm.
exhale for 4, hold for 4, and
Mhm.
repeating that until your brain starts to calm down. And
Mhm.
so she was so excited, because here she is at this place, and she lays down on the floor because she's having a full-fledged panic attack. And she
Mm.
starts to do it, and it calmed her right down. So that was the first time that she or
Good.
anyone in the class had an opportunity to use the tools they learned. And she was like,
Mhm.
and it works. It really works. It does. And the more you get familiar with it and make it a part of your routine, the easier it will be. You won't have to lay on the floor. You'll be
Mhm.
able to stand right here and do it without anyone hardly knowing. But that's when you practice and you are um, armored up, we like to call it. But even before when you called me earlier and my day was crazy and I was out of sorts, I did that breathing technique to calm myself down. The camera fell, the light wasn't working, all these things were happening, and the clock was ticking, and you're like,
Mhm.
we're going live. Um, I was able to use that technique to calm myself down
Awesome.
so I could think,
Yeah.
because when you get rattled, it's hard to think of a good solution. So
Mhm.
part of emotional intelligence is being able to calm your mind under pressure.
Mm.
And so for that, some of our tools are martial arts in nature. I've been
Mm.
practicing Tai Chi for over 10 years, 15
Okay.
years. And this technique, breathing technique, is something that I learned in Tai Chi class.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. I love that. I love that. All right. So share with us the green.
The green zone?
Yes, the green zone.
Yes. Okay. So, first of all, the green zone is a virtual space.
Mhm.
Typically, it can be a personal physical space if two or more are gathered there and decide to create a green zone space. But
Mhm.
what it is a safe, winning, friendly, highly confidential, highly engaging, non judgmental, respectful space.
Mhm.
And what we do is we create that space for our community. We call it the Green Zone community, right? In
Mhm.
a green zone space. That means that people who join the community are following the practices of this emotional intelligence training. They
Mhm.
understand not being judgmental. So if you have made a mistake, let's say, of some sort, you blew up at your kid or something, you can
Mhm.
come out to this community and you can confess that. I like the word confession, is good for the soul, but you can state that you made an error and you can ask for support. Has anyone had this situation out there? How did you handle it? Once I screwed it up, what do I need to do to make it better? What are some of your suggestions? And
Yeah.
people may have already experienced it, or maybe someone's getting ready to experience that, and they will
Mhm.
learn from that. So we're learning from each other. I
Yeah.
am an emotional intelligence expert. My colleagues tell me, but
Mm-hmm.
I am still learning. I'm not perfect at this, so I get it wrong too. So it
Mm-hmm.
is a way to support us in a friendly and judgment-free zone
Right.
so that there's some place to practice safely instead of live, right?
Yes.
Um, so we also, in that same vein, in creating green zone spaces, we'll teach our students how to create the space together and how to create that space in their environment, whether it's in their family or at their job or in their businesses. And then how to use the green zone language. It is a certain language that you're learning to speak. And that language is set up so that you can communicate in a structured way with people that you don't agree with. Right.
I
So
love
how
it.
do we have those hard conversations when I
Yeah.
really don't see the world you do the way you do? It's
Uh-huh.
easy to communicate when we see it the same.
That's right.
But what if we're working on a project together and I just really don't care for you or your lifestyle or whatever it is? How do
Right.
we still manage that emotion and those relationships so we can both win? That
Mm-hmm.
is what the green zone is about. So we also have something called the green zone talk.
Okay.
Once a month, we have a virtual talk, much like this, with a
Yeah.
live audience who can ask questions. And I'll
Mm.
bring on a subject matter expert. Maybe you one day I'd love to have.
Okay.
Um, I'll bring on a subject matter expert and they'll talk about emotional intelligence in their area of specialty in the workplace. So,
Okay.
for instance, February 16th, we're
Mm-hmm.
having one with Commissioner Arthur Griffin. He is the commissioner in Mecklenburg County here in
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte, and he is going to talk about having difficult political conversations using emotional intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times just because we're in the same family doesn't
Yeah.
mean we see politics the same way, right?
Right. Right.
So, so things like that, just trying to help people have a safe and structured way to disagree without being ugly to each other and while learning from one another.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, how does someone be a part of that? How they can connect with it?
Um, for either of these, you will want to go to imagewealth.com
Mm-hmm.
and sign up for our mailing list. Once you do that, we will be able to send you the notifications that the Green Zone Talk schedule is happening, or you can join the community by going to imagewealth.com and clicking on become a member.
Mm-hmm.
Once you become a member or click on that, it will have all the benefits and perks of being a member, and you can join that way. Um, you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. That's Mick Alexander or Image Wealth, either one of those. I have two pages there, and the announcements will be on either of those pages when it's time for the Green Zone Talks to happen.
Awesome. 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 I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So, we're going to end with you giving some words of encouragement.
Wow. Okay, how much time do I have?
You have time. You have time.
All right. So, for someone out there who might be saying, hey, I'm good with my emotions. I have my emotions in control. I am a high functioning adult. I
Mm-hmm.
have responsibilities. I'm pretty good with those. And I don't see any reason to to deal with my emotions on a regular basis and learn what you're trying to teach me. To that person, I say, congratulations. It takes a lot to be able to handle all of those responsibilities, but
Mm-hmm.
trust and believe the crisis is coming
Mm-hmm.
because it does for all of us. And that's how we know we are growing, right, from our challenges in life.
Mm-hmm.
If you can spend time getting your nails done, going to the gym, eating organically,
Mm-hmm.
all these other things that we do to make sure we're healthy enough to enjoy our lives, and we are not putting any effort into our emotional well being,
Mm-hmm.
that is a recipe for disaster down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm encouraging you who might be thinking that you're good emotionally to just put a little bit of effort. You don't have to do a lot. On the other hand, if you're someone who's listening to us today and you know that you haven't told someone that you are feeling completely overwhelmed, you are maybe standing on the edge, but you're being the strong person everyone keeps telling you you are, we have a solution for you. We can help you. But in order to be helped, you must be big enough to ask for help. And so for that person, I say reach out. It's all confidential, and we'll get you the support you need. I also have a team of psychologists and psychiatrists that work with me. So if it's to that degree that you need that support, we have that for you too. And then to the person who is aware, self-aware, and studying, I say keep going. Keep going, keep growing. Our system is not the only way. There are many ways to find emotional wellness and to have sustained emotional wellness. Our goal is to make sure that you're aware and that you know the signs of when you need to ask for help. And so if you do get to that point and you want to ask for help and you want to do it in a non-judgmental space, reach out. We're here. But most of all, keep going and keep growing.
Keep going and keep growing.
That's right.
Awesome. That's from Miss Alexander. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love what you do. Definitely as much as needed. It is needed for sure. Awesome. So make sure you guys stay connected with her. Reach out to her. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Ms. Alexander, hold on. We're going to go to some commercials and we'll be right back. Thank you so much. Hold tight.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution. So get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.